F-Zero, one of Nintendo's classic franchises, a long-running series, and with appearances in Super Smash Bros. Captain Falcon being the name that everybody knows. And it featured in one of the biggest GameCube titles of the time. In fact, there are people who will say that it's the best GameCube game out there.
I hate to be the bearer of bad news, but everyone online is wrong.
You really think someone would do that? Just go on the internet and tell lies?
Something that's heavily understated about F-Zero GX is how bad it is.
But didn't you just hear? It's the best GameCube game to come out. Nintendo announced it's going to be on the launch for the Switch 2. That proves it.
Well, I had a revolutionary idea. We played the game for ourselves. Okay, the first weird thing is when you start a new profile, you have to give yourself a name. I always found this weird because you only have one save on the game.
Well, obviously, you need to name it so that you don't commit identity theft. It's a very serious issue, Sam.
Oh, okay. You know what? Now that we're at the menu, well, let's get into the story. Everyone's wondering about the Blue Falcon and his story. Let's just see where this is going.
One more chance is all you get to win this F-Zero Grand Prix, or you know the price of failure.
Yes, I can win it this time. I swear.
Okay, that was odd.
Oh, man. What happened there? I think it was like the devil guy and he was...
It seems that there was some kind of power dynamic with this guy with his brain jar, called the other guy, Black Shadow.
Oh, man. You know, maybe it'll be more clear in the next story mission. You know, how about we try it? Falcon Trains? That sounds promising.
So, this mission you need to pick up these random objects within a lab and a time limit. Sounds simple, but trust me, it's a lot harder than it actually looks. When you hear a first mission, you're probably going to think it's something like a tutorial. That's pretty simple. And also, it gives you a bit of an idea of the game's going to play. I mean, it says Captain Falcon Trains, but this is definitely not a tutorial. It doesn't tell you how to do anything. You're on your own. It took me a half an hour to finally beat this stupid mission.
Yeah, the way that you play this level is you're supposed to get to lap around and get all these objects. But the thing is, if you go full speed, you're absolutely going to miss multiples. And so the best way that we found
is to simply just cut your engine and then make sure you pick them up, most them up on your first lap, and then speed to the end.
You have to slow down in a racing game. But you know, to be fair, in real life, they don't have tutorials that teach you how to drive, right?
Okay. Well, that's over. At least, does that say the next mission is in the F-Zero store?
Will you have to pay for your next mission? Oh, let's go check it out.
Okay, I'm going through what the score is. Oh, PF0 stop. Let's try items. Oh, there it is. And they didn't give us enough tickets to buy the next mission.
Wow, I guess they really want you living that NASCAR lifestyle. You have to pay for every race you're in, and the last race isn't going to be enough to get you into the next one.
Okay, I guess we gotta do a tournament.
Why? Why can't we just redo the story?
Because it doesn't give you anything.
Nothing?
No, I mean, you can get a better time, but you get no extra tickets. It should be of knowing you can do hard mode, but you are penalized if you play any hard mode mission before beating the story, meaning you won't get all of the rewards.
I can't believe it.
It's the truth, honey. Well, anywho, let's start with Ruby Cup easy. And I'll tell you, ain't so easy. In the stage's defense, the first two missions, although not very simple, you get to hang them pretty quickly. Then you get this stupid desert stage that still can get the drop on me at times. Not the drop. I would argue that the next stage, the Thunder Hill, is a bit easier, but it's also kind of glitchy, because you know how in many racing stick games, you can like go upside down for a moment? So if you bump something, you just plummet to your death.
Everything equals death in this game. Oh, you flipped your joystick too far. Death. Oh, you breathed too hard. Death. Oh, someone else looked at you with the evil eye. Death.
It's insane. Well, the one good thing is you don't have to get first to earn tickets. So, if you don't really care about winning, you can just take whatever place you did get. But if you don't get first, you'll get this sweet interview with
F-Zero TV. From the special F-Zero GP venue, we're broadcasting an interview with the Grand Prix champion. Okay then, I'd like to ask you something.
Only one of these seems like an asked question.
Well, be a good interviewee and go ahead and ask the one that sounds like a question.
Can you tell us why you became an F-Zero racer?
I was born to be an F-Zero racer.
Thanks for your
That's it?
words
It
of
just,
enthusiasm,
yeah, it just
champion.
ends.
That's it, everyone. We'll see you at the next Grand Prix.
Is there anything to glean from that?
It should be worth noting, depending on the difficulty, will change two things. One, the interviewer's suit, yes, for some reason it changes with the difficulty. And secondly, the questions also change, but they're all on par with what you just heard. They're not really worth anything.
Absolutely worth all the torture that we spent trying to get first place to have the interview.
I had a whole bunch of bits planned for missions 2 through 4, but we're skipping them, because they contribute absolutely nothing to this story, and this is taking much longer than we originally anticipated.
Skipping 2 through 4, but that's so much.
Yes, the first 4 missions contribute nothing to the story.
That's gotta be like setup or something, right?
No, the only thing that is worth mentioning is after you beat Mission 3, Captain Falcon wins a bet and gets all of this money. Then when he has Black Shadows in the city, he just
He just tossed it on the floor. Captain Falcon, go back! We need the money to get the next mission!
Yeah.
Anyways, let's jump back into the story. That's enough Grand Prix for a lifetime.
If we come back to where we left off, okay, Falcon's racing to save Jody.
Who's Jody?
Her, character in the game, well, you have to buy her, that is.
Wait, she's a playable character? There was no build up to this
Yes,
at all.
For a price of 10 tickets.
Man, this game hounds me for money more than my student loans do.
Okay, I'm honestly not gonna talk the missions anymore. It's just gonna take too
Oh my goodness. Why does everyone in this world have abs?
Oh my, the audio takes a bad turn. Just listen.
Yeah, I'm ready.
Farewell, Captain Falcon.
You and Blue Falcon can die together.
Did you hear that? I'm gonna play it back with you just so you can get that.
You and Blue Falcon can die together.
I don't know. If you pointed a gun to my head and asked me to like tell you what he just said, I would get shot.
Yeah, I lost count how many times I do re-listen to this clip. Please do re-listen to this clip as many times as you can and see if you can count when you can finally understand what he says. What he's saying is you and Blue Falcon can die together, and Blue Falcon's the name of the car.
Yeah, like in the next mission, like narratively, anyways, Black Shadow like magic blast Captain Falcon after they talk like complete nonsense, like we just demonstrated. So at any rate, Blood Falcon gets created to plant a bomb on Captain Falcon's car.
Why? Like you can see, he's using like the Force to lift Captain Falcon. Why doesn't he just throw him in the ocean? That looked more like an accident than planting a bomb on his car. And why do you need Blood Falcon to do that? Why did he just levitate the bomb on the car?
You see, you don't understand. This is truly a brilliant 4D chess play by Black Shadow here. Honestly, I don't know why any of this happened. He could have just like exploded the bomb right then and there, but I guess it wouldn't be sporting. I mean, really, Captain Falcon could have just solved this whole thing here by using the gun that he has at his side. But, you know, what do I know?
Of course, you know, he makes it through, and we then get to Mission 7. Full disclaimer, I beat all other 6 missions. I just lost my footage, but one I actually beat them. But the thing about Mission 7 is, I didn't actually beat it. I spent months trying to beat this stupid mission, only coming short.
Well, there you have it. We're not true gamers, guys. We didn't actually beat the mission, but this game is hard, okay?
I know I'm gonna have that guy in the comments being like, I beat this when I was 5. Well, good for you, but me, I can't. So we're gonna be using action replay just to get through the story.
Yes, when you were 5, you were officially better than the both of us. But okay, moving on, we teleport to the Grand Prix, which is going to give me PTSD flashbacks. But you know, that's okay. The only question I really have here narratively is, Black Shadow was on television, blowing up like a power plant or something. Why did they just let him register for a race? Why didn't they call the police?
Let's settle this at the Grand Prix. Not like this. It's the coward's way. The coward's way? You make it sound so noble. I just plan to eliminate anyone who stands between me and the prize. Simple as that. Falcon, take this!
You see, it's all about honor. Black Shadow has no honor, but the tournament registrators, they got honor.
Yes, everyone has to be able to participate, regardless of whether or not they're a terrorist.
Okay, yeah, he wins, of course. And then, oh, it's the guy with the brain jar again.
Wait, what did he say his name was?
I believe it was...
Forgive me, Lord Death!
Just who are you?
I am Deathborn, the Grand Prix champion of the underworld. Why don't you and I race each other tomorrow? Surely, as champion, you have to accept.
Yeah, why did he have to accept? Also, he does go in the next mission. Is it like, is Captain Falcon the only one that said yes? Because it seems like all these other people just said no.
Yeah, assuming that this is a tournament that happens like once every year or something, or maybe every couple years, like it sounds like he could have gotten a hold of this, you know, way before this point. But and yeah, Captain Falcon probably could have just solved the whole plot once again by just saying no to a race. But I don't know.
So it goes to the underworld, and I'm just gonna let this play. You guys need to see this.
I've been waiting for you. Did you bring the champion's belt? Good. Falcon, shall I tell you something before you die? Dark and light, the two great forces which make up our universe. These two universal forces are condensed in each of our belts. Didn't you know? At the moment when the two forces become one, it is possible to seize that power. Then I can turn this whole galaxy into a pile of ashes in an instant.
Okay, first I have to stop the entire thing here and ask, the underworld? I thought we were in like sci-fi world or something. What are we doing in the underworld?
And secondly, could we just hand this all-supreme powerful belt to anyone, like a Black Shadow, one unknown terrorist, to give them the power of the light world?
Yeah, did the tournament regulators know they had like a creation belt? What?
Well, it's over. We're the Grand Prix champion of the light and the dark world. And come on!
Oh my gosh, that was the perfect narrative ending. Oh, he got the belts, they had the money shot, and they could just close it. What is it now? What could they possibly do now?
Falcon!
Look, I'm over here, Falcon. Who are you?
We are the creators.
What are you talking about? We created the whole world.
What a surprise! You beat Stanford was our best creation.
Your best creation? So, it was you who set up everything. But why?
To tell you the truth, there are no universal forces.
What?
Now you have become the champion of the two Grand Prix.
We'll take out your soul from your body and turn it into our creation. Are you ready?
Come off it. You think you can beat me? No way!
I'm at a loss for words for that. Not in a good way. More just this is the stupidest plot twist in human history.
You know, narratively, this entire thing has not really followed cause and effect. It's just been stuff happens and you need to race to solve it. Like, I don't know why we went from like training in a simulator to fighting God, but here we are.
And keep in mind, this is a 9-mission game. So, theoretically, you can honestly get through this pretty quickly.
Yeah, and to wrap it all up in a bow over here, Captain Falcon beats God, and he just decides the world is safe, I'm just going to keep winning races. I'm not even going to consider the fact that I might lose ever. And he walks off. New money shot. Boom. But
That's all. Well, this is our first video. We hope you like it. Please do sure to leave a like and subscribe. And to be honest, there's a lot more about this game that we haven't talked about. So, if this video gets enough support, we'll actually plan to make a part 2, but in more in-depth, an expanded version. I'm showing on screen all the things that we thought about talking about, but for time's sake, we didn't.
so yeah, that was the story. There's a lot that we have said, and there's a lot more to say, but we're just going to leave it there for now. This is a big game. There's a lot of Grand Prix and a lot of characters, and you can do customizable cars, and there's a lot to say about all that stuff, but right now we feel the video's length is already where it should be. But if this is something that interested you, if going deep into this game is something that you would like, please go ahead and like and subscribe. If we get enough people, Sam, what's a goal?
Let's say, I would say 50,000.
50,000. All right, you heard it here. If we get 50,000 likes, then we'll go ahead and do a 2-hour in-depth video. We can go into like the stage details, the gameplay, the finer mechanics, and we can also go in depth into the story. And I'll tell you what, we'll even make an alternate story that we think would work better. But until then, until our next video, please be sure to like, subscribe, share, and we'll see you guys next time.
Okay.